So for those of you that don't know, I'm from the city of Detroit, born and raised, right? I spent the majority of my youth running around in one of the grimiest, dirtiest, most murderous parts of the city in the Brewster projects. And if I'm being frank with you all, I've seen a lot of things in those projects, a lot of bad things. I've seen a man get blasted right off of his motorcycle 20 feet away from me. I've seen gang violence play out in the streets right before my very eyes. It's one of the major reasons my mother did everything she did, or everything she could, to drag us up out of there. And somewhere along the way, she had enough favor to do just that. And eventually, we got out of the projects. But the Brewster projects are gone. They're no more. It's just barren, open land now, sitting across the highway from the Tiger Stadium. But come to find out, there's been another kind of terror running rampant in the streets of Detroit for damn near 30 years. I promise you all that when I first saw a snippet of this, I could not believe my eyes. I couldn't believe that it was true. But it's true. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to please show you a plague on the city of Detroit that has been running through the heart of the city for 26 years, completely unchecked and unhinged. Let's get to it.
When you hear a number like 19 on-the-job accidents, you almost can't believe it, but it is true. Now, this is where Geraldine Johnson hit her final victim, a woman named Janice Bauer. Right here behind me, she was crossing Congress when she was hit by Johnson. Now, she is facing a misdemeanor charge. Yes, a misdemeanor charge for killing Bauer. That's going through the courts right now. But as you mentioned, there's a pending civil suit, and through that investigation, we are learning some very shocking details about the driver's past. How in the heck was she able to keep her job?
That is the logical question. That was my first response when I started investigating all these priors.
19 on-the-job accidents, including 2 fatalities during Geraldine Johnson's tenure with DDOT as a bus driver, and several write-ups for reckless driving.
I'm concerned that there may be other bus drivers on the road right now, similarly situated, and there may be future victims.
Attorney Heather Atnip is representing the family of 67-year-old Janice Bauer, hit and killed by Johnson this past summer. There she is, crossing the street with a walk signal at Congress in Griswold downtown, heading to work, when Johnson makes a left turn, running Janice over twice. Atnip says data from the bus shows she actually accelerated upon impact, causing the second set of tires to crush Bauer.
What's interesting is that Ms. Johnson never left the bus to go and check on the individual that she had just ran over. She remained in the bus screaming the entire time.
Seconds before, in-bus video shows Johnson talking to a passenger where she's not supposed to be. And then here's the audio of Johnson as she hits Janice. Identical to her reaction while running over and killing a passenger, Joey Davis, as he pulled his bike from the rack on the front of her bus in 2015. After that incident, personnel records showed Johnson took almost 2 years off on medical. Per the contract through Homologated Transit Union, an employee off the job for 18 months or more can't be disciplined, and the record is wiped clean. Johnson requested to be taken to the hospital after hitting Janice too. Even Detroit police officers at the scene knew the driver by name. Listen to their body-worn cameras.
How many times you hit somebody, kill somebody? Remember what my man said.
Do you know how many times that you have... Oh my God. The police were able to ask... Let me slow down. They knew who this chick was by name. That's how much of a terror she has been in the streets and that's downtown Detroit, y'all. I know those streets very well. That is right in the heart of the city. She has been driving around completely unhinged for 26 years? Come on, man. Let's continue before I get to it.
At the law department, he was like, her again?
her again? That's what you say.
While the city and mayor's office are not commenting on the civil suit AtNet plans to file, Deputy Mayor Todd Bettison said this: the fact that existing policies were not able to prevent the driver's second fatal accident is a serious concern for the mayor, and we're exploring potential changes to better prevent such accidents in the future. The loss for the Bauer family, unimaginable, especially for one of Janice's siblings who's disabled.
And she was the primary caregiver and social companion. They were best friends. And so, there's been a great loss to the family.
Even listening to that back, all you can do is shake your head, and there's still a lot of questions to be answered. As we said, Johnson is facing a misdemeanor for the fatality involving Janice Bauer, who we talked about in this story. Now, pretrial starts for that case on Monday. We talked to her attorney asking about the latest developments, the video you saw. She said she didn't want to comment. She's focusing on that criminal case that I said working through the courts. Reporting live downtown Detroit, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
Gosh, and Jessica, people at home are just thinking 19 accidents. I mean, shouldn't there be some sort of local or state agency keeping tabs on how many accidents these drivers have and being able to suspend them from getting back behind the wheel?
You would think, but it's that pretty ironclad union contract that she had that after 18 months, if you're on medical, you don't get to get punished for what you've done, and your record is wiped completely clean. But I do get a sense from the mayor's office that's something that they're going to take a hard look at. And the attorney you heard from in the piece there too, like she said, what other drivers are out there with similar records?
Yeah, someone out there needs to start connecting the dots, that's for sure.
I'm about to go
Jessica, thank you.
Taryn Rube, when you hear a number like 19 on the job.
The attorney didn't want to comment, but I will. It's fine. It's fine. 19 incidents in 26 years, including 2 fatalities. Excuse me, but this bitch has been running wild in the streets, just mowing people down and running shit over, and ain't nobody at any point thought that they should probably do something about it. This chick out here in the driver's seat of a 40,000-pound vehicle, putting thousands of lives at risk every damn day, and nobody in 26 years once looked at her turnip-built ass and said, you know what, we should probably go ahead and snatch her ass from behind the driver's seat. Nobody thought that they should take her goofy ass from behind the wheel before she run over some more fucking people. 26 years, 19 incidents, 2 fatalities. Now, you heard the reporter ask her in the beginning just how it was that she was allowed to not only keep her job, right, but continue to fuck up the city on the taxpayers' dime. And they didn't really give y'all the straight answer, right? They didn't really give y'all the straightforward answer, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, all right? Here's a straightforward answer. You ready? I'm going to tell you exactly how somebody like Geraldine Johnson gets to go on leave after a major incident like taking someone's life. Take 2 years off and then come back and still have a job. I'm going to tell you how that happens. A couple months ago, back when I covered the UAW auto workers strike, one of the things I talked about was why a lot of companies don't fuck with the union at all. A lot of companies hate to see any sign of union talk whatsoever. And do you know why? Are we going to talk for real, or y'all want me to just talk nice to y'all and sugarcoat this shit like every other YouTube channel does? Y'all want me to be nice and talk, or can I be my authentic? Can we be real? Can we have a real conversation? You know why they hate to see the union coming? Because aside from the pay raises, the benefits negotiations, all the union does is advocate for sorry ass people with no work ethic, terrible work habits, questionable morale, and low IQ skills that are incapable of doing the damn job on a consistent level. And that's the truth behind why a lot of y'all want the union in your back pocket, because y'all know that you ain't worth a damn in the work industry. And if it were left up to management, your ass would have been gone years ago. But here you are. hanging on like a turd that just won't go away like Geraldine. Being drug along by the industry like the dead weight that you are. You a damn cancer on your job that's just spreading like wildfire, fucking up the work environment, and you proud of it. You over there snickering with your homies. You at the bottom, and other bottom feeders that's in your group, laughing all the way to the bank, talking about what you deserve. You kidding me? You type of people are a business owner's worst nightmare come true. It's a lot of Geraldines out here. A lot of y'all out here that ain't worth a damn. And y'all be thinking it don't affect y'all until you go out somewhere to a public place and end up with one of these type of people, one of these same type of people serving you and providing you with half-assed customer service. And now you mad. Now you want to talk to a manager, right? Now you mad at the unions that the unions made them keep these people employed. I'm telling you, these type of people aren't good for anyone. It took a rap sheet of 30 long years of fuckery and 2 fatalities for somebody to finally snatch this goofy trick from behind the wheel of a 20-ton bus. And y'all want to talk to me about how the union is for the people? I'm telling you, that pendulum swing both ways. Them families that were affected by this menace to society, oh, they gonna take the city for everything they got. And you know who gonna pay for it in the end? You and I. But shout out to the union.